it is good that the Court of Appeals has reduced their sentences, and I would sincerely hope that they will not only be exonerated but will be returned home at the earliest.
Judgment by the Qatari court is indeed a huge relief for the families and in India. They could be pardoned by the emirs.
I think it's a good verdict coming out of Qatar.
First, I would say it's a very welcome development because I think the whole nation, the whole country was really on an edge, was on tenterhooks.
Qatar and India relations have been very strong, sturdy, and mutually beneficial. But unfortunately, this is an irritant in the relationship as far as the detention and prosecution of these 8 Navy personnel by the Qatari court is concerned. Personally, I feel that it is good that the Court of Appeals has reduced their sentences, and I would sincerely hope that they will not only be exonerated but will be returned home at the earliest in view of our excellent bilateral relationships, because we have much to gain from each other, and we respect the law of the land, the Qatari law, and have full confidence, and I'm quite sure that they will allow the Indians to return to India at the earliest possible. And the government of India has already been following it up on a regular basis. And during my own visit to Qatar recently, I saw that generally there is a feeling that relationship with India is also quite important.
Judgment by the Qatari court is indeed a huge relief for the families and in India, right? It's a huge relief. At the same time, there is still some distance ahead because what has happened? The court has commuted, or instead of the death sentence has handed some other judgment which we do, at least I do not know as of now. The question will be that what is the judgment which the court has now announced? Yes, we understand that the death sentence is no longer in picture, which is a huge relief. But what else is? Because the point is that if the court has kind of, judged this as a different category of a, episode, then is it a 5-year sentence, a 10-year sentence, a 20-year sentence? How long would that sentence be? That is one. But the hope we have is that whatever be the sentence in the coming days and months, that sentence could perhaps also be reduced so that we have these sailors back home as soon as possible. One option is that they will be in a Qatari jail, maybe 5-year, 10-year apparently. But every year the Emir of Qatar pardons some prisoners during the National Day of Qatar as well as during the Eid festival. So it could be that, next year in December, if our sailors are still in a prison, they could be pardoned by the Emir. So that could be one hope that we could look out for in the near-term future.
So during the Indian official were also present, even family member, and Indian government said that we are standing with them.
Oh, absolutely. The government of India, our foreign ministry, and our highest leadership, including Prime Minister Modi, I think have been standing rock solid with our, ex-veterans who were in Qatar. And no doubt, you see, the diplomacy has also worked. It shows. Prime Minister Modi met the Emir of Qatar on the sidelines of the COP28, which was being held in Dubai recently, right? So this would have been certainly brought up by the Prime Minister with the Emir of Qatar. So there were two things moving in parallel. One was the legal system, the judicial system, the legal process within the Qatari courts, and the other was the diplomatic engagements by India with respect to what could be the least, solution or the best solution for our sailors.
I think it's a good verdict coming out of Qatar. It was at some level expected as well, but it was very important that we let the due process play out. As the Ministry of External Affairs had also said that, it is a sensitive matter and appropriate space is to be given to this. And I think that we have to wait for a country's courts to take their decisions. It's a sovereign country; they have their own process. But the fact that the death penalty has been brought down to a lifetime sentence, and this will of course also be taken up at different levels within the court system of Qatar later on. But I think at the moment it's a very good outcome from coming from India's diplomatic and legal efforts.
First, I would say it's a very welcome development because I think the whole nation, the whole country was really on an edge, was on tenterhooks because till the time, when we received that this death sentence has been announced, I think the whole country was in a shock. And so the government and everyone, all those who are involved with it, they were working very hard and working overtime to ensure that this sentence is not carried out. So I would say this is a first victory, this is a first positive development, first positive achievement, and so that needs to be welcomed completely. But of course, this is not the end of the road because what we really need to do is ensure that not only that the death sentence has been commuted, which it has been done, but that all these officers, and several of them are decorated officers who have acquitted themselves very creditably in whatever they have done in life, that all of them are brought back home safely and with full dignity, that all the charges are removed, and so that this stigma, this tarnish on their reputation, that is also removed. So it's battle won, but only half battle won, and still there is another major fight that we really have to carry on.
With these developments happening, sir, where the sentence,
I think positive, because if the sentence in any way had been carried out, the death sentence, if not on 8, on a few of them, I think it would have really crashed the bilateral relationship. And we know that the bilateral relations are quite strong, are pretty strong, because India is a very significant buyer of natural gas, and Qatar is the second or the third largest country which has the largest reserves of natural gas. So Qatar is also looking for growing partners, reliable partners, stable partners as far as import of its fossil fuels and raw materials are concerned. And there cannot be a better partner than India.